All right, Tommy. What's up, son?
Oh, what's up, son?
Welcome to Inside the Shop with Tom and Joey, episode 2. Here we go.
All right, here we do it.
We're off to a fast start. It's been a crazy week. I hope everybody
It's been a crazy day.
It's been a crazy day.
I've been up since 5:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I didn't get up that early, but
I can't help it, man. I wake up and I wake up.
yep, I was at the gym right there with you.
We got Joey in the gym, people?
My tits are sore, but
Yeah?
yeah, already.
We didn't even do push-ups. We didn't even do bench press.
Yeah, I did a little bench press.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah, a little bit of that. So here we are.
Fantastic.
We're on the road to health. So yeah, so hope everybody is doing great, and you were down off those sugar highs from Halloween last night. We're recording this on Monday morning after Halloween, or Monday evening after Halloween.
Monday evening,
Yeah.
brother.
After Halloween. So yeah, Inside the Shop with Tom and Joey. Got a big show for you tonight. Tommy, what's on your mind, buddy?
Man, honestly, I was just sitting here thinking about...
Wait a minute.
What?
Where's your Braves jersey?
I wore it yesterday.
Oh.
You weren't even here yesterday. I wore it at the shop yesterday.
So you probably jinxed them. That's why they lost.
Probably.
I'm sorry, Houston fans, but man,
I ain't.
Braves have got to win. Yeah,
Braves have to win.
Got to beat the Cheaters.
It's got to happen.
It's
got to be
happen.
a thing.
I was so mad last night when they didn't get it done.
I don't know what I'm doing with this mic. Is that better? That sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So pitching was just bad pitching, man. I think that was a bad call there in the third inning, fourth inning when they decided to walk that guy.
Yeah, it's yeah.
And then after that was just like
bang bang.
Quicksand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they weren't getting out of it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And I hated it too because I wanted them to win at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got win it at home.
I mean, the battery was packed last night. I would have loved to have been down there. You know, and now they got to go all the way to Houston and beat them in Houston if they can beat them in Houston.
They got to win 2 more games or
one more game.
One more game. Yeah.
You know, and
that's it.
And
just got to get it done.
Now I just hope they win.
Yeah. Got to
2 of my teams lost this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Well, Titans lost. They won.
No, Titans
in
won.
dramatic fashion.
But
I think they lost Derrick Henry for the year.
Cats lost bad.
Oh, yeah. A little bit too.
Then the Braves.
Yeah, well, Derrick Henry is maybe out for the season. He's going to have surgery.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
so
saw that he had
we suck now.
Gotta
have.
Maybe they'll pass more.
He runs that offense though. Yeah, but I mean,
I know
the pass
that's a huge shift.
Him. Yeah. So yeah, so I don't know, man.
Anyway, it's been a long day, man. We had a pretty full day, man. I got up, I did CTR work. We went to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Came here, man. I don't know if anybody notices, but this place is a little different. We switched the comic wall and the Funko wall and the kids' comics and almost
put the pumpkins away.
Put the pumpkins away.
Mm-hmm.
It's a completely new shop. You know, we're gonna get ready for Christmas. Start slowly but surely trickling in
That's right.
the
Did
lights
you know?
and the fur and we got a Rudolph behind you there. You see Rudolph up there on this?
I didn't see Rudolph.
He's up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we'll just lay off the Christmas music for.
Oh no.
Yeah,
We'll wait till after Thanksgiving for music. No, but I don't mind like slowly putting in some lights, slowly. Oh, and I had a really good idea. I got a good idea. I told this to Nick. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is like the best thing we could do for the shop.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
And it just kind of hit me when I was walking through Lowe's. All right. We need to put a mailbox out front of the shop that is for Santa letters only. And every kid in Spring Hill can bring those letters to the shop. All right. Talk about exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'd have to take the letters out every day.
Yeah, well, that's no big deal.
But I want to figure out how we could do it because we'd have to bolt the thing to the ground because I don't want some kids coming up and stealing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or some
it's a good idea, though.
No, I think we should.
Mm-hmm.
Because, think about it'd be worth the investment to put that out there, get that tradition going that people know they can come to Cadets Toys and Comics, drop off their letters for Santa, every year.
Yeah.
That would just be a thing.
Yeah. What better place to bring your letters to Santa than
I
the toy shop?
I would have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets it. Yeah, and it's a trip to the toy shop.
What do you think, Matt? You think that's a good idea, Matt? You don't have kids. He's back there somewhere. Oh, give a big shout out to our boys Matt and Nick.
Yeah, behind the glass.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
On the 10s and the 2s.
On the 10s and the 2s. Yeah, keeping the man.
But anyway, I think that's a good idea. I think we should do that. And honestly, man, all these people we put that on the iHeart Spring Hill page, and people are like, oh, where's the Santa mailbox? You know, and we're gonna get 10 times as many people coming here and go, I didn't know you guys were here.
Yeah,
you know, it's only been 6 months.
It's only been 6 months.
Yeah, we'll still have that 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Well, you guys been here? I don't know, about a decade.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I didn't see your sign. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not there.
Yeah, it's not there.
It's there. It's just invisible. We turn the light off.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we've got to do, though. Hey, you know what we have for the holidays for those parents that just don't know what to get their kids?
What we got?
We've got the Cadets Toys and Comics.
We got actual
gift cards.
Let's hold it together here.
Yeah.
See that
Bring it up.
right there, right there,
Mm-hmm.
right there. Can you see that on Jared's? It's on mine, right there.
It's two things. It's you give the gift on the holiday, and then the kid gets the excitement of coming in,
and they got our phone number and our website.
Everything works. Yeah, in
Junker,
store and online.
Junk at the logo, and it's got the Chrono Cadets on it.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so gift cards this holiday season. That's going to be a big thing.
Spread the word. You can buy them online. I'll send them. I'll ship it to you.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, man.
And shop online, works online, has a barcode there, and the number. So yeah, dude, online or in store.
Just so you know, dude, it is November 1st.
Yes, I know this.
And Sunday, we turn the clocks back.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it'll be getting dark here at 3:30.
Yeah.
Or some point, you know. That's something I always remembered, because I've lived in the Eastern time zone for mostly for the better part of the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I do remember was when I was in high school, maybe you remember this too, but, we always had, right after school, we either had basketball practice at 3 o'clock or we had it at 5:30, depending on, because we would alternate every week with the girls' basketball team. But I remember in the winter, we'd have the 3 o'clock practice and we'd come out at 5 and, it was pitch black outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I specifically remember about those years.
Yeah.
Was how dark it was after practice. It's only 5.
Or when you're going to, if you're going to an
at that
away
point
game,
I hadn't even had, when you're going to an away game.
And you get on the bus and it's dark.
And especially if you're driving like an hour or two.
Yeah.
It was just that's just weird to me.
Yeah.
And it isn't as prevalent in the Eastern time zone to me as it was in the Central time zone. It's just that hour, losing that hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've talked about getting rid of daylight savings time, but it never happens.
It's the most useless thing on the planet.
Yeah. Didn't they do it? In the history of it, they did it for farmers, like back in the day?
Oh, yeah. I think that is something. I think that's
days.
true. It was to give a longer work day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So we had a big week, man.
We did.
This week was big, leading up to Halloween on the Hill event, which was good. We had a great success with that. Thank you all who showed up to Halloween on the Hill, and all of you who participated in the costume contest.
That's right. Pull that up, Nick. Let's look at some of those costumes.
It's probably going to be on Facebook.
Yep, I got them. Yep.
Oh,
next one down. There's our winner.
Yeah, go back
Presley.
We'll slow down there, big cat. There's the.
Let's look at some of these.
Okay, there's
Lily.
Lily, yeah.
Yeah, and okay, stop on that one. So this is our power family here, the Fresells, and they have got. It was a tough decision choosing the winner, and these guys are part of that because they had movie quality costumes that he makes, and
cool.
It's pretty cool. And his son. Or the night before they went to a Halloween party that where they were the bad Bard and the little kid Ryman was Ralphie from
I would like to
Christmas Story in his dream with the white hat and he's shooting them off.
That's pretty cool.
And and he made that costume, and dude, it was spot on. It was unreal. The attention to detail on that.
I find it interesting she picked Batwoman and not Batgirl because most people do the Batgirl. So it's actually really cool to see Batwoman come out. Great costumes. What's the next one?
I mean, very, very good. That was a tough one. Oh, there's Abigail, Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Yep.
We know that kid.
There's Jeff.
Jeff, one of our big customers.
Yeah.
His son was homeless Santa.
Yeah. What does the sign say?
It says, anything helps.
Anything helps. Yeah.
Especially candy.
Especially. Dude. Yeah. Some of these costumes were great. That was one of the good ones too. There. What's that?
Yeah. He had 2 different shoes on.
Oh yeah.
I did notice that when he was in the shop. Yeah. Oh, this was cute. The Venom and the Princess.
Yeah, Venom and the Princess. Oh, Jared, you're calling me right now, man. I'm doing a podcast or a show, whatever we call that. Oh, there's the old what is that? A plague doctor or something?
Remember her name. Madeline, Maddie.
Okay,
something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, that was pretty.
It's probably
great
not
too.
even that. It's probably like Teresa.
Yeah.
This
is for a Nightmare Before
devil,
Christmas,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This was a pretty awesome
This
costume.
was
This
good.
is from some of our friends that do Macaroni Kid.
Yeah, Matt Kid Franklin.
Yeah.
Give them a follow.
Yeah, they've got a pretty good Instagram. So we're actually putting up a booth at their little event on November 12th.
Yeah, creator booth for
November 12th. I can't remember the name of the event though. It's Matt K. Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Follow him on Instagram. Really cool costume. He was actually a pretty high contender on
He was too. Yeah.
That Link costume was pretty legit,
man.
And so was he had
the sword. Yeah. Way to go, Griffin.
Look at these fools.
Oh, look at there. It's
Look at
Olive
these
Oil and
fools.
Popeye. Yep. You gotta
do the voice again. Yes, Sarah.
There's my olive oil. Yeah,
Olive oil.
I mean, she's just on a regular day. She's 2 ticks off of olive oil anyway, man.
Yeah,
She's
man.
born for that costume.
Yeah.
So.
And we had Bro
Thor, what's up? Who was that?
I don't know. I think he was just a cosplayer because he had followed me on Instagram, and that was it. I don't think he bought anything. I think he just came in to.
At first, I thought, is it Kevin that comes in? Kevin.
Who was Kevin?
Gun safety.
No. Oh, Kevin. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, it was. I don't think it was.
There was the only one I could put with it there.
He said he was a regular. Then I have no idea who that was. I have to look.
I don't
I
know.
think he followed me on Instagram, so I really didn't pay much attention. I just thought it was some cosplayer.
I wonder who that was.
That's a cool costume, though.
Yeah.
I took a photo together.
Pretty great.
Ravenclaw.
Yeah. Got a wand and everything. Yeah, that was great.
Back to Lily.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple other costumes. Where's Tom, man? We got to show
There's
Tom.
another one. Yeah,
Let's
it's here we go.
Oh, yeah, here's some more. Go back one.
Yeah, you have to go back a few there. Oh, yeah. We got Batmite.
There's Batmite. And no, it's not. He was just a bat.
Oh, he's just a bat? Okay.
Batman and Batgirl. And then we had the Winter Soldier and Gizmo.
These guys
actually won the
Mason.
Pokemon.
Yeah, they won the
trainer boxes.
The Pokemon
celebration boxes. Yeah,
for the celebration boxes.
A lot of upset kids about that.
Oh yeah,
I missed these guys. I was somewhere else when this happened.
Yeah, Buddy with the and the dinosaur was just having the hardest time because the little windows fogging up constantly.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's got to be tough.
That's like here's some. Yeah. Okay, got another plague doctor there.
Yeah, all right.
Nikki.
The Ionellos.
Yes. Let's see. Yeah, that was that. Yeah, they were up there too. Tom. Look at you, Tom.
Big shout out to Tom.
Man, he as soon as he walked in, we're like, oh man, that's gonna be a tough one to beat.
Well,
I mean,
I just got to give it to Tom. He just his kids got him in makeup. He said he spent some time. I have no idea if Tom, you got to let us know if you got that paint off.
I can imagine him the next day in Sunday school just with a light like a glow.
Of course, everybody kept saying he looked like Evil Hulk from the TV show. When the other guy, that older gentleman who had arthritis and got in the gamma machine and
Tom, do you still when you watch
because
that
he has
off,
a shirt on?
Yeah,
that's why.
When you watch that off, Tom, you had to look like guacamole for a couple of days.
I can only imagine what the floor of his shower.
And there's our winner. Yeah,
those were our winners.
Yep. They were popular through social media. Everybody loved him, and if you scroll down, I don't know if I got him when I told him pull that.
I got an Instagram picture of those guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if it went to our Facebook page, but of them actually getting their winnings. There was Elliot and E.T.
Yeah, that was a good one. We had a couple of those another guy did that came in with a bike, and I think I just put it on the story.
Okay. Oh.
Oh yeah, Vivian, and then
Elsie.
Yeah,
Elsie. She won
she won the
elite trainer box too.
Well,
no, she won
the booster packs or whatever that was with the little tin.
No, I think she won Elite Trainer box. And the other kid won a booster pack.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Dustin. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We had some good costumes.
I mean,
for our
standalone on their
first
own.
Halloween in the Hill event.
Yeah.
And it was just really cool to see, you know, and the kids that won, they came in the next day to get their gift cards. And
oh, good. I was wondering if.
And they really did say, man, they were like, "Hey, I really appreciate you guys doing this costume contest. I guess we're just so happy you're here and that you guys, did something like this."
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was, it hit me right in the feels, man.
Yep.
I was like, "Of course, man, we're here for you guys." So it was cool.
It's that happy I was talking about last night. Yeah.
Sell them the happy.
Get that happy. Yeah.
We sell happy.
We deal that happy.
Dealing it. Flipping it.
Yeah, so it's it was a lot of fun, and man, we gave out a lot
Can't
of
wait
candy.
for next
we
year.
still have a lot of candy. Yeah.
I was looking for that candy because I was kind of hungry, but I couldn't find it.
Well, you told me to take it.
Thank God.
Yeah. And I gave it to Sarah for Sarah to take to her office.
To the office.
Yeah, get it out because that's gonna on that treadmill today when I was sweating and breathing heavy, sucking air. You look down and it says, "Oh, you burned 94 calories." It's just
which is like half a piece of a Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I liked your thing because you
didn't put your weight in.
You
there.
said I didn't put my weight in, so that gave me a little bit of hope. Maybe
you probably burned about
more.
250.
Yeah, maybe so.
We weren't on that long,
especially with the with the weights too.
Yeah. We need to. We'll track our heart rate going forward. I got to find my heart monitor. I can't have any idea what I did with that thing.
Yeah, watched a lot of horror movies. Every year I try to do, the 30 days where I watch a scary movie or whatever every day.
And you were pairing it with a book this year.
I paired it with a book this year for everybody. I had read some of those books and, of course, seen some of those movies. I watched different movies. But, yeah, just a handy guide to some of my favorites. I could have made 50 movies and 50 books, but,
that's awesome.
It's not that many days.
It's cool.
So that was fun and got to curate a little list there. Halloween the Hill was a lot of fun. We did it month long, but we just kind of, ended it with a bang with I think shop on Saturday.
We need to take a moment and just appreciate how much fun that was and encourage people to follow us on Instagram because you're going to see a lot of cool pictures on there. Mm-hmm. And, follow us on Facebook or whatever. Follow us on social and take a moment to like and subscribe this podcast and share it with your friends.
Yep, absolutely. We are every episode we gain a little bit more momentum. I saw that, we had quite a few watches. Remember how we have, 30 subscribers or something like that and in a week, and like we didn't even get close to that many in a year.
Oh yeah. With the other podcast.
Well,
I have to give a big shout out to Nick Comic Culture.
And his network.
What's that called? The Bad Batch Mafia.
Bad Batch and
or something. All those guys.
Yeah, pop culture philosophers.
Yeah.
Words.
Big shout out to all you guys. Thank you all for sharing.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. And
we always got your podcast going in the store here. So.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. We encourage people to like and subscribe.
Good content. And if you want comic reviews,
especially from the Cadets Toys and Comics Shop.
Yeah. Follow Nick Comic Culture on Instagram and on YouTube. And we have a weekly video that he does here in the shop, and you can find him through that.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
Joey, let's talk a little bit about comic books. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe we should.
Yeah.
Kind of be on brand for what we're doing here.
A little bit. So,
right here.
Well, I was going to say something before we jump into this. I'm looking at the comic wall now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and it's not complete.
It's moved.
It has moved. And it's not complete because we're still waiting on about 5 shelves.
Mm-hmm.
But I really do like the new layout. And even Matt was like, because this is great. This looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Matt. And
the feedback.
I think we're able to go wider.
Yeah.
And a little deeper. So we're now going to add, I think, about 25 more titles onto the shelf, which is going to be epic because it's almost like we were back issuing stuff every week. And it's just like, that's not good.
A major rotation. Yeah.
And we have I think we have a pretty good comic wall, you know. And I've been to a lot of shops. And the thing is, we don't order that many past our pulls, you know, but it always seems like we've always got
about enough.
Yeah. And we sold a lot of books this past weekend.
Yeah, and if you come in,
sold out of a few titles. We sold out of those DC versus Vampires. We sold out of.
I didn't read that. You said it was a good story, though.
It was very interesting. It wasn't as dark as I thought it was going to be, which I appreciated. But it was. I'm interested. We'll see how issue 2 goes, but I didn't hate it. You know, I liked it better than Task Force Z, even though I like Task Force Z.
Yeah,
and I have to really enunciate that because I really can't say it very well. It's like saying rural.
Right.
Rural.
The rural juror.
Rural. Joey and I are very rural.
Very, very, very much so.
All right, yeah. So Batman.
Yeah, I was going to just do a little reminder here. This is one that came out last week. It's cover price of $4.99, but it's actually up to $10 now value.
Seriously.
So not only can you do a nice little get a lot for your money there. It has a code, a skin for the Batman Who Laughs.
It's actually got 4 codes in it, but there's one skin. That's not a skin. It might be a load screen, but it
Well, I know it has
there's one that you can only get if you buy the comic. The other ones you can use V-Bucks and get on PlayStation.
And it's $20 if you buy them through outside of the comic. So if you buy the comic, you get that.
And
it's $20 by itself.
So we have a lot of these on the shelf, people.
Yeah.
So they're available on our website.
Don't sleep on that because
because if not, Joey's going to eBay it real quick. And
yeah.
So I'm going to give you till Friday to get these off our shelves, and then they're going to eBay. So come get them, people. But we have them.
Yeah. So that's that.
Talk about this book. This is your book.
Well, it was one that I think, you know, I watched some clips from last week's show, and it did sound like, I was thinking, man, I kind of sound like I'm kind of down and negative on House of Slaughter and what they're doing, and I wasn't. I was just, you know, just talking about, you know, how they do big events and how they try to sell us.
And I haven't read this yet because I didn't even read Something's Killing the Children.
Yeah, but anyway, it was, you know, it was all right. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to read the next one, but it was. You know, it was interesting enough.
And we still have some of these on the shelf.
Yeah, so definitely something to look at. Huh?
Has this gone up at all?
I don't think so.
I tell you what has gone up this week.
What?
Soul Plumber #1.
Soul Plumber #1, because Soul Plumber #2 comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, we got that over in this other stack.
But yeah, House of Slaughter. Go to some of the look on YouTube. There's some reviews on that. I can't say one way or the other. And I'll tell you, Tommy, I'm really hesitant to. I mean, I don't like to critique, you know, things like you know, people. I would
Nick's for.
I would love to be a writer, but I can't write. I would love to be an artist, but I can't draw. So, and I don't know.
So you'll be a comic shop owner.
Yeah, exactly. So I get all that stuff.
Appreciate both,
and I can look at them and appreciate both all the time. But you know, it's just one that we've got. So I'm not going to say one way or the other. It looked good, but you know. Who knows? Issue 2 and 3 may pull it together.
Right. Trying to get this mic up right.
Yeah.
My mic seems to lose power as time goes on. I don't know why. All right. This book came in last week.
I was excited about that, Tommy.
Yeah, I've actually had several people pick this up and then set it back down. I don't know why.
How much is it?
It's $50.
Oh, it's probably
or $49.99. Then you get the Tennessee tax added to it. But this, people say, I heard when this first came out, people were like, this is Stranger Things with girls, which I don't think that's necessarily true. Wait, it says Paper Girls with Stranger Things before Stranger Things. This actually says this on the back. It's a review from.
Well,
it says Paper Girls is a central reading for the woman who spent her childhood ticked that the boys get all the Goonies and Stand By Me cinematic adventures. I could probably get behind that review. It's really great, and it is. You know, I was a paper boy back in the field.
Yep, I remember those days.
I think about at the time. I don't think I loved. There were times I was like, "This is ridiculous. Why am I throwing these paper?" And I would spend all my money before I really didn't make anything because I was buying candy with it, or comics.
I helped you one time.
Yeah.
I helped you not deliver the papers, but something happened. You had a bunch of inserts to put in. So they dropped the papers off at the house and all the inserts, and you had to
so
roll them, band them, put them in the bag.
So there was
and you were behind or something. Something was going on. And you needed help, so I got some exposure.
I probably
to that.
just wanted you to go with me because I didn't want to go by myself. Because I just wanted somebody to talk. Because if I was walking, it took a while, and it would take 2 hours to do that.
Oh yeah.
Back when you're 12 or 11 or 12, it's like that might as well have been 20 hours. Because that was prime playtime. And I'd right after school get those papers, hop in, load up my bag, and either I was walking. It was always better when I had the bike because I could do it in about half the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I had, I went all the way down 7th Street, and
they did a paper every day back then.
They didn't do. Yeah,
they
did.
They had Sunday, Saturday, all of it. No days off.
No, wait, I don't think they did a Sunday paper. Did they do a Sunday paper?
Yeah.
No, I think they did. I think the Saturday was the last paper, and then Sunday was the Paducah Sun paper.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it was. Because Saturday was, inserts came out on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And then
because you had all the
Saturday
grocery stores.
Saturday was a bigger issue, and I remember that because we had to get up. I always got up early and threw Saturday papers early in the morning. I mean, like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it was dark.
Dude, I remember that.
But
I remember being dark so it must have been in the morning when I helped you.
Yeah, maybe. I think you may have spent the night with me. I was like, get up and help me throw these papers. That would have had inserts though.
Yeah.
Saturday it was Wednesday afternoon and Saturdays, but got some fond memories of that. I didn't like it at the time. There was time, because it was a job, and I guess I was like, oh, what am I doing this for? But looking back, man, I got some fond memories of throwing that paper. I remember when we went to Mayfield last year. One of the things I actually did was I drove the route, just to see it.
Yeah. So next time we're in town.
I still remember that route. I can still probably go, and I may not remember. Actually, some of the houses are gone, but and I actually took papers to the hospital, and then there was a clinic, a doctor's office, a group of doctor's offices across the street, which is not that anymore now either. I think it's boarded up or it's something else.
Yeah,
it might be apartments. I don't know. Anyway, Paper Girls. Love this book. I picked it up from issue 1. This is by Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Ching, and this is the complete run, but it's very science fiction. It's got time travel in it, and it's just cool. It's like the characters in there are really, really neat, and I look forward to this every month when it came out. It's a great book.
Yes.
I know you picked it up, started picking it up, reading it too, because I actually picked you up a few copies that you couldn't find.
Yeah, I was kind of going back and collecting when got the full run, and
when I put most of them over in the back issues, and they're all half gone now.
Yeah.
INL's been getting them.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. You know what? You were talking about
But I did take number 1s and put them in my personal stash because
So you found them?
I ganked them early before we even started the business.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. No,
but I had like 3 or 4 number 1s because I bought them all at once. But I was anticipating this becoming a show, and I think it has been optioned for Amazon, right? Or
it has.
Actually in production. I can't remember.
Yeah. Well, it got it right. They made the announcement right before COVID. So it was, and then everything happened. Well, we'll see we'll see what happens.
I think people would enjoy that show. I'm curious to see how they would do all the science fiction parts of it.
Yeah,
because what's really interesting, I think one thing I would have liked to have seen more was, more of the '80s stuff with them when they were actually in their own time
when they
period.
were young. Yeah,
but maybe their attitudes and their personalities will let that shine out, throughout the whole story. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Well, what's cool is they team up with their future selves in some of this, and no spoilers, but that's kind of some of the cool aspects of it. It introduced me to something that I had experienced, a Bootstrap Paradox. You ever heard of that? In time travel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but elaborate.
Yeah. So
I'm sitting there kind of going.
I was in Oklahoma, and to backtrack a little bit, you know how you do you remember dreams that you had when you were a young kid?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I do too. So there was a dream that I had, and it was this roadside amusement park, and it's
already creepy, folks.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was just, and it had like a water park, it had like a arcade, all this stuff. You can see where I'm going with this. But yeah, I went to. I had vivid. I remember walking in the dream. What it looked like. It was kind of one of those cowboys with the mechanical arms. Like, howdy.
This is pretty good.
Y'all come in.
We should do a short story.
Yeah.
Write this down, Matt. This sounds good.
And so, and I remember like the arcade. I remember had a concession stand. You go out back, and it had like a lake, and where you could do paddle boats and all these things, and they would do a ski show out there. And in my dream, there was a dude that was.
Wait. Is this a real place? Because you're talking about a ski show, and that's pretty detailed.
It is detailed, but they would have they in my dream.
Okay, this was all in your dream.
There was a guy that was had one foot on one dolphin, another foot on another. He had
sounds like the beginning of Sleepaway Camp.
And he was like going through and skiing on the dolphins. I don't know, but that was the part of the dream.
That's Aquaman from the Super Friends.
Anyway, fast forward to a couple years ago. I'm working in Oklahoma, and there's a roadside amusement park, and I walk in there, and there's the cowboy. Howdy, y'all.
No way.
I swear. And I was just like, walk over, arcade, concession stand, walk out back. There's a lake. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And then
no way. Really?
There's a lake, in the back.
And this is the first time you'd ever been there?
First time I ever
At least
been
in
there.
this lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was talking to a guy like a Bootstrap Paradox is just like, then they have these in here where basically you maybe remember something or you go somewhere.
Wait. You talked to somebody inside the store about this?
No.
Oh, it was in that right here.
Yeah, let me clarify.
Okay.
So that was weird, and I was just like, oh my gosh, and I was like texting like Abe and people I was just like, you will not believe this. So I had to like tell this whole story. I can't believe
you're just now telling me this story.
Yeah, and so I'm in a comic book shop, and we're talking about Paper Girls, and I'm telling him about this experience, and he's like, yeah. He's like, there's some of those in there in time travel, like a Bootstrap Paradox, like where we may, like if I were to go into that, like I did in Oklahoma, that amusement park, and I remember on the counter there was a pack of gum or something like that, or there was something setting a certain way, but it wasn't set in a certain way. Like in my dream, it would think something was on the counter.
Okay.
That was, and it wasn't there when I actually went there in person.
Right.
And if you were to like put it there yourself, or vice versa, that's kind of a Bootstrap Paradox, like they did with the iPod.
Yeah.
In Paper Girls. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that confusing?
No.
Okay. So yeah. So that was that actually happened, and it's the singular thing that's like most blown my mind in
ever. No.
40.
I would.
Something years on this earth.
How did you not like write that down? That's a pretty good memory, though. That's pretty good. I would have to write that down.
I could tell it a million times.
Here's what I'll say to that. I don't think I've ever had detailed premonitions like that, but I do find myself in situations all the time where I know for a fact at some point in my past I have had a dream about it. Mm-hmm. It's like a feeling. Mm-hmm. It's like, what am I doing? This is very familiar. I've never been to that spot before in that situation, but it's a very common thing, and I think I don't know if it's like what you're saying. It's like
I don't know, because I know I'm a comic book shop and I like comic books. I got all
this weird stuff,
but I'm a pretty realist, when it comes to that stuff, and but yeah, that happened, and it was crazy, and I can't explain stuff like that.
The guy would have been enough. That guy doing
the stat, yeah, it was vintage, obviously at that point, but he was, had the waving arm. Howdy.
How would you at that point? Did you just stop in your tracks?
Yeah, I got chills. I just got chills just thinking about it.
Man,
yeah,
that's all. That's neat, man. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it.
And there was a lake out back.
There's a lake out back. It didn't have
an old arcade,
and that was foggy in my dream. But I remember there was a lake out back.
But that's enough, man.
Yeah.
I mean, when was this? What, a few years ago?
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago.
And you had this dream when
I was young.
So maybe like 20, 30 years ago, there was like some dude out there riding dolphins.
I don't know. But yeah, that's.
What if that was a set from a movie? And you just happened to see that movie in like one of those crappy like Sleepaway Camp.
Could have been.
That starts off with like people skiing and stuff.
It could have been, and it reminded me like some of those scenes in Jaws 3, which is a fantastic movie, by the way. Just kidding. It's terrible, but they had like the skiers and stuff.
The one where they're under the water, with
uh,
the underwater base.
yeah, and he comes through the big glass.
Yeah, that's
and it's
terrible.
like it was a 3D movie to begin with. Yeah, Jaws 3D.
That's right.
So
Jaws 3D.
yeah, and then they one-upped it with Jaws 4, The Revenge, when they gave Jaws human emotions of revenge to come back and kill these people that I guess
Was that the last one?
killed his own. Huh? Yeah, it was the last one.
God.
That was the
I never really cared much for those movies.
Fonzie jumped the shark thing. Yeah. So anyway, man, we got off on off of that.
That's
Yeah,
good stuff though. So we got some Hill House books here.
yeah. You know, I know the season's over, but we did get some of these books in, and these are some of the good runs here that that they put together.
You
Just
really
really
enjoyed
good stuff.
You really enjoyed these books.
I really enjoyed those books.
The one I read was Plunge. It's not in there.
Yeah, they haven't done one of that one yet.
A trade paperback.
Yeah, a trade. So,
I think I read the first issue of Dollhouse Family.
mm-hmm.
But then I never could find the other one, so I just never finished it.
Yeah.
Or the rest of them, because you said they were good, so I was just at the time I was looking for something different to read. So I tried to get into them, but they weren't.
Well, a lot of people. The next books I have here are. This isn't one that's out this week. It's the last issue, number 5 of Berserker.
Been out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and but the artist Matt Kent, who also did Mind Management here, which is kind of a cool book, and we actually met him. I don't know if you met him at Lexington Comic-Con.
I don't know.
But anyway, he had this is one of his little books that he did.
Show it to the camera.
Yeah, and
Not that camera, that camera.
anyone that is of a certain age that grew up in church knows
Hold
what
on.
this is.
This is how like Tom, comment on this. What is this? You know,
Right.
Actually, Nick, do you know what this is, Nick? What it looks like? Nick in the back.
What's he got?
No
Okay.
clue.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's a chick track. It looks like a chick track, and they
Yeah.
were basically they had different ones of these that churches could buy for their congregation to get and put in bathrooms.
I still
and
find
waiting
those
rooms.
chick checks from time. Like I found them at gas pumps, or
Dude.
like in bathrooms.
I
and
want to
like,
buy the collection of
If
them.
I can find them, you actually probably can.
But
Chick
basically,
publications.
it was they kind of took the angle of scare,
Yeah.
propaganda to move people towards like scare them into salvation and Christianity and stuff like that.
Well, our church would. I mean, I remember they would get like boxes of these things and like, all right,
yeah.
kids, go put these. We were like, yeah, we just go literally litter Mayfield with these things. And
Yeah.
I remember the one. It was called.
This is your life.
Oh yeah, there was 2 actually. I remember that. That's one. This is your life. I remember there was this like panel in that one where it was talking about. He was showing because what happens is he shows him his life at the end of his life. God showing this dude, and he's like, there's this scene where he's showing him lusting, and he's like, nice. You remember that panel?
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember that, but
That was This Is Your Life.
and there was
Yeah.
another one called One Way, and it was just I don't think it had any
remember
words. I think it was just
Oh, really?
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it because the This Is Your Life is the guy had died doing something crazy, like he was died
Drunk
in his
driving
sin
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
then
he didn't make it. He didn't make the cut.
He didn't. Yeah, and so he was standing up there, and they were playing a movie basically of all the bad stuff that he'd done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, and it showed him like looking at the girls like, "Hey, nice." Yeah. Oh man, we got to get the run of those. That's good stuff. So anyway, so Matt Kent like really moved up because I know he gets it, and because he made a chick track comic
That's
book.
pretty funny.
It is pretty funny.
Shout out to Matt and all his hard work.
Yep, absolutely.
So we can roll through these pretty quick, man. We've
Okay.
got some good stuff coming out this week. This is DC. Joker Puzzle Box.
Yeah, I haven't even started that.
So this is from Ahoy Comics. They're actually new on Lunar's distribution. This reminds me of the Big Chicken in Marietta, Georgia.
Yes,
You know what I mean? For those y'all Georgians out there know what I'm talking about.
the Big Chicken.
Yeah.
I always wonder how that landed. We don't have one in Kentucky, but they got one in Marietta, Georgia.
So
It's a
have you
KFC.
ever been to the World Chicken Festival in London?
No,
They've got the world's largest fry skillet.
man, it sounds wonderful.
Like literally, it's like I don't know. It's probably the size of
This diet right now, I could
Some chicken?
destroy some fried chicken.
Sounds good. But there's several big chickens that come to that, and there's actually one
Yeah.
in Barberville where I went to college.
It says it's an important new superhero universe that begins right here.
Nice.
Says they.
Well, I got these for Nick Comic Culture to review, so
All right.
have at 'em, buddy. Batman Reptilian's out. I have not read that one. Looks like Static, number 4. This is a variant cover, but it's, an homage to the Bat and Robin Teen Titans Academy.
Nice.
This is a variant cover 2 for Human Target number 1 by Tom King. It's actually really interesting. Good cover.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Let it be noted that Tommy
like
said something nice about Tom King.
That's the art. That's not him because he can't draw.
Oh, you're just talking about the art.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how he blasphemously put a Pennyworth Brothers production on there. I don't know if that's investigation because Pennyworth, he killed Alfred. So
it's kind of a little dig.
Yeah. Yeah. Human Target number 1. We'll see. The covers on the artwork and this stuff. I actually tried reading this and I couldn't get into it. Teen Titans Academy number 7. Oh, it's your boy.
Oh yeah, Superman 78. Been loving that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read it in the
Icon and Rocket
in
number
the
4 is out this week.
Haven't read that one.
It's got a little. I haven't read that one either. I know Nick likes this one. Nick Ionella. I actually read. Actually, very. It's in the Batman Gotham universe, but there's no bad in this one.
It's in my backlog. I haven't read it yet.
Azrael is in the second issue though. I have actually enjoyed that book. Let's see if we can find a cover for that one. Oh, here's the Human Target. See, I like this.
Yeah, that's a cool cover.
Yeah, very, very cool. I actually thought this would be a really cool book, and then I read it and was like,
yeah, it's the same one though, isn't it?
I do think people will appreciate it because there's a lot of Tom King fans out there. But I'm just not one of them. I just find his writing, like if you read it all at once, maybe it's good. I don't know. It's just very choppy to me. Here's Nick's favorite book from DC.
Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing number 9. Next to last one. Batman, where we at? 116.
Fear State.
I think we got 2 more of these, then Tinian is gone. And it'll be it's going to Josh Williamson, right? Is that right? Is that right, Nick? I actually did read this today. It's actually it's getting close to wrapping this story up. All right, here we go.
Soul Plumber.
Soul Plumber. Number 2. I've read this one already, too.
What did you think?
I think it's this whole ending part was kind of ridiculous, but the whole thing is kind of ridiculous. It's very...
That's the point.
Very, very... It's got some real dark humor in it, but
it's fun.
It's fun. It's a fun read. We've still got plenty of these books, number 1s on the shelf, so if you guys are looking for Soul Plumber number 1, hit us up. They're on our website. You can order those, and we'll ship those out to you. Or you can swing by the store here in Spring Hill, and we will...
This would kind of interest me a little bit.
Yeah, Batman, Superman Authority Special.
Mm-hmm.
I have not been following any of this, so I know it looks like it's got some cool characters on it. It's like Steel and Midnighter, and I don't know who that is in the back. Anyway, you read it. Let me know how it is. Oh, check out the Batwing in that one. That's a B cover on that one.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mr. Miracle's out this week.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody pulling that one.
You know what did it first? It was like pretty hot, and then it just...
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to it. No idea. I like this book. I haven't read a bit of it. The only reason I like it is because I know we can put it on the kid shelf.
Yeah.
Now, we do have some people pull that one, but...
it's a little lighter read.
Oh, the air conditioner went off. This is Soul Plumber number. It's a B cover. More Soul Plumber.
Crescent Lobo.
Lobo. Not been following that. Looks like we don't have any A covers for the night. This is Dark Knights of Steel.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any A covers for this left?
Yeah, the ones there are. I don't know. I
these
put them
out
in
of
the pull box.
we don't have any left, though.
I don't know.
No, this all came out of the box.
Did it? I guess not.
Great. I thought that was a neat idea.
Oh,
It
yeah?
was actually a pretty good story so far. We'll see how... It's a 12-issue run, so it's a long
It's
run.
medieval.
It's very medieval. It's like...
Medieval
It
DC.
starts with Clark Kent, or with Kal-El as a baby. landing in medieval times instead of present day.
Yeah.
But it also has like Bruce Wayne and Constantine and a couple other people that are all in that time period as well. So I think there's a Green Lantern. Anyway, so it's actually really interesting take on the whole DC universe. So I'm interested to see how it goes forward. This has been fun.
Always.
It's always good. When you have kids out there, make sure they pick up a copy of this. Or if you're just a big kid at heart like Joey and I, you can read that one. And more Superman.
Swamp Thing
B cover. All right, that's DC for this week.
DC for this week.
There might be some that are missing, but if they are, it's because they're already in a pull.
Yeah, Nick, pull up that tab with the
Dashboard.
Geeks. Yeah. There we go. So there's all the books coming. I'm Primordial. Look at that.
There's DC Steel.
We're sold out of that already. Oops. Radiant Black is number 9's coming out. The Me You Love in the Dark. That's one of my favorites.
I've enjoyed Radiant Black. I'm excited about that.
Silver Coin is at 7 or 6.
Firepower. I'll pick up that issue, but I am probably 8 issues behind. I need to take some time to read that.
You
I
probably
actually
pick up the
that.
trade.
I thought it was. I've already got all the books. So we only got one Superman left. We really didn't order a lot this time, did we?
Well, we ordered off the pulls, and then you know how that goes.
Yeah.
It was something I was going to actually cover tonight as well while we're on League of Comic Geeks.
Yeah, scroll on down there, Nick.
2 months. Okay. Yep. I know we've got Magic coming in.
Rush. So the Magic order number 2, or volume 2, number 1. That's Mark Millar. I think that's picked up for a show. That's number 1. So if you're looking to spec by. Oh, Last Flight Out number 3.
I'm loving that one.
Yeah, I'm totally digging it.
I don't know, but this issue 3 is probably going to be the make or break on that one for me.
Right?
Yeah, because
issue 2 was a little slow.
Well,
I thought you were at the cliffhanger though.
The end of 2 was kind of like, oh, okay, and like a place where I thought they could have played that out a little longer, but they didn't. Cherry, right there, Cherry Blackbird is a good one. I'm enjoying that one. That is a Scout comic.
Yeah, we probably didn't get that one. Or where do we come in this pile?
I've been ordering those. Let's see.
Ranger Stranger.
Is that My Bad 1? It's supposed to be out this week.
That sounds right.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
This is a part where we sort of don't get a lot of these books. Not a lot of people asking for some of this stuff, except for Martin. Martin gets a lot of.
Yeah, this is everything.
Titles. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so just a quick look at those. So what I wanted to say about, because we were talking about, we didn't order that many Superman, but we've picked up a couple of subscribers here, a few subscribers here last week. And so one of our subscribers picks up a lot of titles. So what can happen if some of these books don't hit the wall? It's because
subscribers jump in. Yeah.
After
I remember talking to that new one guy. He came in on Sunday. I can't remember his name.
Rick Blanton.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have said his name. You bleep that out.
No. Hey Rick.
Hey Rick. Sorry, buddy.
But he came in and he was like, "Yeah, I got my pool set up and I checked it and it was synced." And then I told him, I said, "Not everything may be there, but we're in a situation where if something we have extra, we'll just put it in your full box." So I guess that's where a lot of those comics went. Yeah,
they actually did because, like I said, we had like 3 people and they pulled DC books that normally would have hit the wall had they not come in last week and set that up. And that's going to happen. We always tell people just to make sure that they get the books that they want. Always be looking here on League of Comic Geeks at the calendar and be 2 or 3 weeks out. Get your orders in before FOC, final order cutoff.
FOC, baby. FOC.
Yep. Little house cleaning on that, but
took care of that this morning.
Yep. Oh, so here's what this big box right here, I wanted to show everyone.
I have to move some of this stuff.
Yeah, what happens?
Shout out to Comics on Copy.
Yep, here we go. Got some pops there, nice.
Yeah, these just came in this yesterday. I got Doug with headphones. It's a Funko Shop exclusive, and the glow in the dark shredder with this is a shredder with weapon. It's the ooze. I don't know what they call it. Is it called a weapon on the? I can't remember. I think this is Super Shredder too.
Doug Days. All right, yeah. So this is in this box. This came from Penguin Random House, and this is how the Marvel books come to us. So when this started, it came in a smaller box that had no padding or anything else. But what's cool, and shout out to Penguin Random House, is they listened to the people. And they said, hey, man, this is not going to work. Because
I just had a thought. I hope these are the comic books, because they could very well be like a whole box full of Marvel previews.
Well, nonetheless, it shows us how that this is packed. Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah. So inside this is bubble wrapped, and it's got the inside carton. So our first shipment, this came with the address on it, and
this is new. This label, this is actually all the books that's on in here.
Yeah. So that is cool. So it give you a little look at what it is before you even open it, and that can be helpful at times. So yeah, so that's how those are coming now. Like I said before, when Penguin, their first couple of times that they shipped these books, early October, it just came with that inner carton.
We were a little lucky.
We got lucky.
We didn't have
Ours weren't too bad.
There were some roughed up edges on a handful of them, but not some of the horror stories I was seeing.
Man, I saw some. Yeah, I saw one shop had a couple of boxes that had all their edges, their corners were smashed.
Here's the thing too, just to give a little bit of a positive note to this new distribution with Penguin. I mean, the transition was pretty seamless.
Yeah,
from Diamond to Penguin. 1, 2, they've really worked hard to make sure that these books come in good condition. Like I said, I think this is a new game for them. They're used to putting at the best, I think, trade paperbacks or into boxes, but they've worked hard to make this work so that people like us are getting books and they're not, because everybody's worried about not getting a 9.8, and now I think they've done a good job with this. The other thing I noticed too with Penguin Random House is they also they added a multi-add function when you're checking out. Before it was like you would add the individually, and then it took forever to add, because I'm having to go back and forth.
Oh yeah, you just clicking. You would have to click.
I mean, there's other ways of doing it, but I was just buying stuff, and but they've added a multi-add function now. I can just add the total, and then at the end, you can't get off that page, because which I did once, and had to go back and redo all. It doesn't save it.
Yeah, that happened to me once too.
Yeah, so I
learned that the hard way.
I appreciate the fact that Penguin Random House is working hard to make this work for retailers. So
yeah, and this is with Penguin Random House before Diamond Comics distribution had the monopoly on all of these books, and then they lost that, and starting this October, we started getting these from Penguin Random House.
Hey, these don't go on sale till Wednesday, by the way.
Yeah, let that be known. Yeah, so
we just happened to be here today, and because normally we're closed on Mondays, and so our UPS guy brought them on in.
Yeah, so here's a little box of them.
Let's show this. So this is something that I think kind of weirds people out, but the truth is like Lunar and Diamond both pack their comics pretty similar to this, and this is actually a very snug comic box. Let's see what this is. This is our influence.
Ooh, what do we have here?
Let's just grab a handful off the top here. Yeah. You can always just dump them on the table.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, so they look good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Crispy.
Yeah. Lunar does with DC does theirs similar as well. So, Diamond still does theirs the same. And sometimes with them you don't know, but they've done a good job listening to the shop owners and what they need and what they want. So, I wanted everybody to kind of see what that looks like when we get those in, because I'm sure a lot of people have seen, the bad stuff. So,
yeah, good stuff, man. Kind of curious what else. I know Moon Knight's in there. I think, is it already time for Moon Knight number 5? I can't be right. Did Moon Knight come out last week?
Yeah, number 4.
So what's in there?
Was it 2 weeks?
What's on the top of that thing? Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna
Moon
look.
Knight.
It does say Moon Knight.
Is that a reprint?
It's probably a second printing.
Yeah, second printing of one of them.
Of something. Looks like
Those
Amazing
come on
Fantasy,
the off weeks.
Darkhawk, Death of Doctor Strange, something. I'm literally reading this from the codes. It doesn't even have the title name on it. X-Men Legends, Trial of Magneto. That might be a Winter Guard. Not a lot of Marvel books this week, or we didn't get them all.
Well, there might be another box. I didn't look.
I didn't either.
So I just wanted to grab
Actually,
that
there were
one.
several shipments out of this. We may actually get more tomorrow.
Yeah, probably so.
Which we're that stuff's we're all still working through.
Mm-hmm.
Because these books are all coming at. I mean, this is another thing that's added to the industry too. It's like you've got to go through different sources now. They come at a good thing I like about Lunar is that they actually show up almost a week before.
Yeah.
And you've got time to go through them and see if anything's missing and read them.
Read them. Yeah, that's what we like.
Diamond still shows up at the 11th hour.
Yeah, there's no margin for error.
No, not with Diamond. But that's some books, like a lot of the books we're looking for are in Diamond. And I noticed something. I think it was on Instagram. Oh, yeah, Instagram tonight. Some artists are breaking off and starting their own, like some more artists.
Yeah.
I don't want to name who they are because I can only remember one of them, but breaking off and starting their own, publishing company.
Oh, wow.
But I noticed one thing they were talking about on there, which I don't really agree with. And maybe I just don't understand it all yet because it was just what I read. But they are saying we're going to bypass the distributors and go direct to consumers and to retailers with our books. And I don't know how good that is. And the reason I say that's because I already have to go to 3 different sources to order books. Do I really need a 4th and a 5th?
Yeah, and
then what if it's not good? Can I return it if I don't sell it?
I don't know.
Those are all big questions.
Yeah. I didn't see that, so I'm not really sure. But I mean,
and Matt said, you may want to chime in on this too, Matt. Matt said, and maybe you can find this on the web there, Nick. But Matt said that Image, they were unionizing. What you got, Matt?
We're digging it up, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw it on the internet. Saw it on the Twitters.
Oh, here it is.
It's on IGN.
Yeah,
Okay.
there it is.
Staff at Image Comics have today formed Comic Book Workers United, a new union to support its writers and artists. We announced via an official statement, the union aims to support creators in the comic book industry and was launched today by several key, I guess it's supposed to be figures at the company. We, the workers of Image Comics, have formed a union. There should be some kind of like, for years, comic publishing workers have watched our professional efforts supports creators and delight readers. Sadly, we have also watched the same labor taken for granted and best and exploited at worst. I didn't realize the Image was so bad.
Me either.
Keeping our heads above water was the new normal before the pandemic, and since its onset, we have been expected to take on even larger workloads with fewer resources. I was thinking about that too.
Same thing with
This
that.
is one of the things I do think kind of sucks about the industry is that these creators, they have to. I mean, think about when we were kids. You got Batman, you got Flash, and everything once a month. So there's more time. Some of these books are coming out. I mean,
weekly.
Spider-Man comes out every week.
Yeah.
It's like,
Some of
I
them
get it,
come
man.
out
And I know how hard it is to draw this stuff. How hard it is to write it. It's like, and to meet those deadlines, and you got to be way ahead. And it's just, I get it. I don't know. Maybe we'll get this stuff. Maybe this is a good idea. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what those contracts look like. If they're, if
well, Image is all creator-owned IPs. I mean, like, they publish and distribute those things through
But they don't
distributors.
own.
But no, they can, depending on the contract,
Right.
But like each, like Skybound Entertainment is part of Image, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was just reading that they highlighted there. But yeah, who knows? I mean, there's if that's going on, that's that.
Is this the creators or is this the actual people who work for Image? Is that what? I guess that's different, right?
Yeah, it's
The people who work at Image Comics, not people who work for
not. Yeah, no, it's not
Robert
like
Kirkman.
yeah. So I mean, it's kind of surprising. There's not a national or whatever union
right.
outside of that sounds like it's just Image Comics employees, but or the staff. Because those writers' union strikes that they had in television, a couple of times and stuff like that. So, who knows? What's to be said? If the contracts are pretty
Wait, is
clear.
this the website right here? Is this the website right here?
Oh, looks like it. We, the workers of Image Comics, have formed a union. All right. Well, you guys go.
Hey, go back up a minute. We'll stop right there. This should not be radical or revolutionary, and is, in fact, a natural development for a company that started the way Image Comics did.
Oh, I was just going to say that I think if we scroll to the bottom, we look by, who's associated with this thing. And it looks like it's a bunch of modern Image people. Surprisingly,
okay.
one of the big owners.
So it's a lot of their people who are these creators and writers?
I believe so. I think that's what the IGN article said.
Gotcha.
If you look.
Do we have a statement from the Todd father?
Yeah, the statement was signed by the Image Comics workers, and then there we go.
Yeah, I'm really curious how this will play out, man.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Todd McFarlane is not happy about this.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any big name guys on this, so I assume that's not going super well with the upper brass.
He's become what he hated and what he tried to get away from.
I mean, it's kind of an inevitability.
It is.
This business, man. It's like, I don't know, man.
Well,
I mean, think about this, though.
knows?
I mean, these guys all want big payouts, and they want to live big lifestyles. It's like, I don't know.
That's what makes me wonder, like if it's staff or whatever, but like if it's when it's talent, like when it's writers and creative teams and stuff like that, that's a contract, right? Say, hey, this is what we need you to do. We need you, this. It's all laid out.
It depends on how. Okay, so here's another thing too. A lot of these guys get, like, the same talent management that big actors get.
Okay.
So those agents and managers are the ones that are negotiating these deals. So they may be getting back in points on these. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far into this business, so I don't have any idea. But it may not just be like the higher your star is, the more you can negotiate your power as far as like what you're going to get paid, how much you're going to get for this. If this thing gets optioned for a TV show or a film, which everybody's shooting for, it's like, what am I going to get out of it then?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, yeah, it totally makes sense. Huh. Well, I don't know, man. It might be just something that's gains traction and more people do it.
Well, I think so we're still in this gig economy, and I think we're going to. I'm not surprised by this at all.
Yeah.
This makes sense. So yeah, it plays out though.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just hearing about this today.
Yeah, definitely interesting though. It's I mean, there's writers unions in other industries, so why not that?
Fair enough.
Yeah,
It's just interesting that it's taking place at
Image,
Image.
which was supposed to be the one that was not like the bigs, but they've kind of become that.
Well, maybe it'll open the door for Ahoy Comics and some of these other guys.
Yeah, maybe so. Well,
Yeah.
what else do we got?
Yeah. What else you got on your agenda today?
What do I have here? $5 Funkos. When we move this place around,
Yeah.
we would tell. Yeah, we've got
We literally
of $5 Funkos now.
More than half of our Funkos and stuck them on the $5 shelf. We want them
Mm-hmm.
gone. We want to make room for comics, and we want to make room for new products. We're being more specific
Mm-hmm.
about what Funkos and especially what action figures we buy.
Yeah,
But a lot of the people that come in this shop are looking for really good back issues, and I think we're just as store owners, we're trying to be very specific about what we get, especially being so new.
yeah,
Because there's a lot of guys that haven't come in here in a while because we don't have anything new right now, and we're trying to adjust that. And I think that was the whole idea about moving the store around, and showcasing certain products. I mean, I'm curious to see how these, wall books are going to go. I'm kind of laughing because I can hear Sonny John over there
taking carry out orders.
Yeah.
Yeah. These microphones are they're good tonight.
Yeah, this is not exactly a soundproof building.
Not at all. But we weren't hearing that last time. When
No.
they were open.
No, well, we did on Sunday night too.
They're open on Sunday night.
Yeah, okay. Maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe our
but-
mics are just hot.
Yeah, this is so we've bought a few things, but like the collections and things like that haven't been coming in. I've been looking at sales. I've been looking on the normal places that we try to find these things, and it's just not been as much of it. So we're looking at we're going to Comic-Con, the Gallatin Comic-Con on Saturday the 13th of November.
Yeah, so it's 2 weeks. It's a week from 2 weeks, about 2 weeks away.
Yeah, normally those we just kind of try to dump some old stock and go there also to buy almost as
Well, we're gonna have
it's almost as much of the part of the mission.
So I
as
was
the
told
selling.
we're basically the only Funko dealer, so we're gonna go Funko heavy at the Gallatin Comic Con. We're gonna probably take a couple of short boxes, maybe, and we're probably gonna try to offload some action figures. But there's a lot of stuff that we have that we just want to.
Yeah, that's it.
So if you're looking to get Funko Pops and you're near Middle Tennessee, come on out and see us. It's gonna be a cool show. Wally and the Beaver are gonna be there.
Wally and the Beav.
Yeah, that's the big sell. Apparently it's
Hey, they know their audience.
he said he sold 700 tickets in one day. I was like, ooh, rolling.
All right.
Well, after they made the announcement, I think they sold about
It's
700 additional tickets. So
Yeah, it's going to be a big show. There's 100. Is there 100? How many vendors are there? There's not 100
I don't think
vendors.
there's 100. It's not a gigantic show.
Maybe it's 50. I can't remember.
I mean, normally he tries to do a little show in his store.
Yeah.
Like
Well, this
4 or
is at
5
the
vendors.
Epic Event Center. It's at the big place that I went to. You haven't been there yet.
I have not, but he did show some. It looks like a barn.
It does. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool setup.
He showed a video of it on his Facebook the other day.
Okay.
Anyway, I always have a good time in
Mhm.
Gallatin. We, if you've never been to downtown Gallatin, Tennessee, it's very charming. It's got some great little restaurants, great little shops. Town Square Records and Comics is down there, run by a good friend of ours, Chris Dyer. He's
Mhm.
kind of given us a few pieces of advice, some nuggets
Yeah.
to chew on, as we started
It's
this
been very
comic store. Helped us out with a couple of Pokemon cards and a few back issues that we needed. So he was, but when we started this business, we were, working out of, West Prim Lane over there,
Mhm.
selling out of the garage. I remember when we first started this, man, we set that up. It was, I had it all nice and it looked like this wall over here, in the garage.
In the garage, yeah.
Like we were going to have people come into your house to shop at the
To shop in there.
but anyway, we, I don't know if we saw a sign or we just reached out or I don't know how that worked, but
With Chris?
yeah, I can't remember how we got hooked up with Chris, but that was like the first thing we did that was outside of like selling online, and
I'm trying to remember
we
how
crushed it, man. We sold a bunch of stuff. We had a good day. It
Yeah.
was just a 1 day thing. It was in like that building next to his shop, and had a lot of fun with that one. And then let's see. And then we did one more, and then we went to Fleetland. No,
we
already
did one while we were at
Oh,
Fleetland.
while we were at Fleetland. We
Yeah.
did two while we were at Fleetland. 'Cause
Yeah.
I went to one, and you went to one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been up there 2 or 3 times. It's been good.
Yep. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So it's
So if you're around,
yeah.
so we're
November
gonna
13th.
do the Macaroni Kid event on the 12th, which is a Friday night here in Spring Hill, and then the next morning
We'll put that on our
I
calendars.
think
too.
Nick Comic Culture might ride up with us.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, and then little Nicky be here running the store.
Yeah. That's good. But let's see. Have we covered everything? I don't know. We've got got a big week for books, so people need to come in and grab these things.
Yeah,
It's,
especially when the Diamond Order hits. There's some good, cool titles.
Yeah. So a lot of good indies coming out this week.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Got a few I want to read.
I've got a backlog, man. I got to get caught up
Oh
on
my
it.
gosh, I'm
never gonna get
never.
caught up on it.
You know, my friend Dustin was like, he said when I was telling him about, he's asked me about books. I said I just haven't read it. He goes, he used to say that he would go to his comics shop guy and be like, "Hey, have you read this story?" He's like, I ain't read it. I ain't had time. And he always wondered, like, you run a comic shop, dude. How do you how you not reading all these books? And like,
How do you
literally,
have
man,
time to read
like
all
you
the
don't
books?
have time. You don't have time to sit and just read. You got to make that time. I usually read at the dog park before I ever come over here when I take the dogs. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, if I'm lucky, I can get 2 books in before I have to come back. You know, I can sometimes it's just 1, but I usually try to read a book or 2 while I'm at the dog park, and that's kind of like my time at the dog park, and then I got to go back, you know, to the next thing, because, you know, when I'm not here, I'm doing the video stuff, and it's like, you know, my time is very specific when it comes to that. But I try to get these in because I want to, you know, people ask about them, you know.
Yeah,
And,
I don't know how people get these titles read that get like 14 and 15 books a week. It's, I don't know that they do, but I would really like to see how they do
I actually asked about that, and they read a lot, but they aren't reading them all.
Right.
Nick Iannello really does. I think he reads most.
Nick
of
Comic Culture has a
I think he
system.
actually gets most of his. Yeah, he maybe does have a system. Maybe he's reading to his daughter when he's reading House of Slaughter.
Yeah.
He's going to bed.
Yeah, there's some good dialogue for 8-year-olds in there.
Yeah.
9-year-olds.
I do think he reads most of his books.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's very specific about what he pulls to. He wants to read stuff that's engaging. If he likes the art, he likes the writer. I think he follows a lot of creators, so
Yeah.
not just he doesn't just go pull Batman for Batman's sake. He's following the writers and the artists. So
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that makes you go pretty wide with your books too, when you're following creative teams, because some people are on have stuff being released,
well, so
different books in the same week.
I think for anybody that's around here or that's following us, that's nearby, you know, we are going to. I mean, we're going to be doing a couple of things going forward. We're getting ready for Christmas. We're definitely going to have a Black Friday sale. I don't know what that's going to look like, but we'll have some things on sale, probably action figures, for sure.
We'll be closed on Thanksgiving Day.
Closed on Thanksgiving Day, and then we're getting ready to go into the holidays. Our first Christmas. You know, it was exciting to do that whole Halloween thing. That was a lot of fun, and then it kind of, you know, accumulated. And
Yeah, we did 50% off our back issues. That's crazy. But a lot of people got some good books.
got some good books
Yep.
out of it. I think Nick went over and cleaned out Paper Girls.
Did he?
He got a few of them, I think. But it was just fun to see that come to a head, you know, with the event on Halloween Day, and that was just cool with all the costumes and stuff. And so Christmas, I like Christmas, you know, I like the vibe that for it, and I'm excited to see, you know, what we do as a store and as a community in the store. You know, we got a lot of support with the Free Comic Book Day for our first Free Comic Book Day. I mean, a lot of support, and that was just awesome. And we hadn't been open that long. You know, we kind of still, you know, learning to tie our shoelaces with that one. But, you know, Halloween in the Hill, we were a little bit in better shape, and had a little bit better idea. And after a long October, it was good to kind of end on a high note with that. And then, I'm hoping we kind of keep that momentum all the way through that. We had a good run at Flealand last year, and I'm kind of hoping we can do the same thing here. We're going to, those of you around us, come in here. We want to sell this stuff to you. So come in, check out what we have and
shop local.
Support your LCS. We're going to have some sales. We're going to start on Black Friday. We're probably going to really have some sales going into the holidays. So when we have the gift cards, don't forget about gift cards. If you're looking if you're not real sure what to get somebody, come get one of these, or 10 of these.
Right.
We're going to again
go up to $500.
We're going to continue to get new product. Continue to get new comics. We're hoping after the Gallatin
coming in every
come
week
back with some new back issues.
Yeah, we're really going to do some shopping when we're there.
Yeah, and then I think when we get into roll into the new year, we'll be in a different spot and see how 2022 goes.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some of this stuff that we've been trying to get to kind of diversify the store a little bit, and that's kind of been a headache. But just. It's nothing you can do about it. We just got to hope it gets better and stay proactive with it. When we're planning all this stuff out, it's always nerve-wracking because you're like, man, because you just hope people show up. Because it's like it's going to be not only embarrassing, but just like, because we've had some like game nights and stuff like that for our board games. And,
well, I'm not sure the Spring Hill board game folks know about us.
And there's we got to do a better job of showing people how these games
and promoting them,
and they're played.
And promoting them. We're not promoting them. I'm not a board game player, and I think that's part of the problem. I don't sit and play board games. I know Nick and a bunch of his friends came in, played the last board game night, and they had a blast. My nephew loves to play the board games. That's for once he's not on a his device. PC or his his PlayStation, and he likes to come to board game night just because he enjoys the camaraderie and he enjoys the competition. It's fun, and we want to do that. And we try to have as much of that as we can. We'd be doing Magic tournaments if we had the space. We just don't have the space. Maybe in a few years when we upgrade or whatever happens, that might be a reality. But somebody could come in here and set up a game. I know.
Yeah,
we've got a couple times.
We've got a diner booth. We got the tables.
There's enough of us here that have keys that we can. Somebody wants to come in here and set up a a D&D game. They're welcome to do that as well.
Yeah.
We're not really set up for Warhammer, so.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen.
That's probably not gonna happen. But this shop again, back to the kids that came in that won the costume contest, and them just saying how much they appreciate the shop and how much they were excited that we did a costume contest. He goes, man, I had a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And being able to hear that, man, is like, that's why we're doing this.
We had a lot of people come in, but there was like between 40 and 50 people that came in for the costume contest.
Just in costumes.
Yeah.
And we're just giving out $100 in store credit. It's not, it wasn't like we were, and a lot of people came in to get those trainer boxes. I know that brought a lot of people in the door. However, put all that aside, I do think there were a lot of people that were just really excited to be engaged. And
because the weather wasn't great.
The weather was terrible.
Yeah.
And I think if we'd have had Sunday's weather on Saturday, we probably would have doubled what we had, but hopefully next year we'll have the same, maybe get better weather and have the same time. I'm hoping we can, I still want to set up tents and stuff out in the parking lot. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah. Just really kind of go, balls to the wall on that thing. But again, it was just, I think it's cool the fact that we're seeing kids come in here and they're excited. Most of them are coming here and looking through the Pokemon cards, or they're trickling over and starting to look at comics. If we could just, it's just cool that like when we were kids, we went to Moorheads and we went to, the bookstore. That was like our haunts, and it wasn't much. We didn't have a shop to hang out in.
We had a spinner rack.
We had a spinner rack and a dirty old couple of long boxes. Used bookstore. That was where we got our comics. And I just think it's cool that that we're some of these kids in this town may grow up in this shop, and the fact that we put that out there is, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. That's why we do it, man. We love it. Want to sell that happy.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, we always kind of
we can tell when we start to trade. We're like, and then I'm like, okay, man, I'm getting tired. We got to shut this down.
Yeah,
it's just sleep back there.
Scheduling and it always lands where you have to do it at night, either on a Sunday night or a Monday night. But
oh
that's all right.
no.
There's some coffee back there.
Is that for real? I was just like, did he really do sound? Well, his lights are still here. I got to give a big shout out to Matt, man. He came in and like,
he brought the big lights.
He brought
man.
a bunch of lights in here, and I think it looks pretty good. You know, it's like professional.
You know what, man? It was funny that went to see Nate Bargatze, the comedian, last Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And I get a text from you, like we're like a married couple. You text me and said, "Hey, like you took the time out to send a text message to let me know that I didn't turn on the open sign, even though the door's propped open all day."
Yeah, but my thought was, people drive by here and if they don't see that sign on, it's like maybe they won't stop.
Yeah,
you know, it's like.
Yeah.
However,
the one
tonight,
time out of hundreds
tonight, it's like dark outside. The blinds are down. There are lights on in here because we're setting up this podcast. But like 5 kids rolled in here, you know, about 6:30, and like, hey, and I was like, sorry guys, we're closed. And they're like, well, why's your door open? And I was like, because somebody forgot to lock it.
Sorry. Yeah, somebody came in today, and I was laying in the booth looking at my
then
phone
they started,
because I'd been standing forever, you know, and after working out and doing all that stuff, I laid down, and then somebody came in the door. I was like, "Hey, we're not open today." I was like, "But you know, come on in, just don't trip on anything," because we had stuff off the wall everywhere.
Yeah,
so.
It was a mess in here. We finally really got this clean. That's probably one of the things we were so late getting going tonight because it was just.
Yeah, but when I looked at that text when we were at the show, it was I was just like, okay, well, Sarah, me and Tommy are officially married. He's texting me.
Man, I'm a stickler for details, man. Stuff's important, you know.
Yeah,
I know most people don't care, man. But if you know, it's about having it's not about me, man. I mean, it's about providing that environment for our customers.
Hey, did we get a picture of Doctor Strange? Did we see that? Is that on the?
It's on Instagram, I think.
Oh, it's on Instagram. Tommy had a costume, and I don't how we didn't get that. It's in there. It's on a post. Oh, I bet it's on that Instagram feed.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's probably just going to it too.
Going to our Instagram.
We got to see Tommy in the. I gotta make a.
No. Oh, wait a minute. Nope.
It was in the story.
Can't log in, bro. It's in the story. Don, what are you doing? Stop messing around.
I'll put
we'll put one up.
I'll put the highlights up.
Show it up next week.
Yeah. It was great. It was a good costume, dude.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
So
Spring Hill Doctor Strange.
Yeah, man. So we love you, Spring Hill. Appreciate everything. Appreciate the support. Stay tuned for big things in November and December.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
New back issues. That's why we put half off, because we're liquidating, and we're going to Gallatin and some other places to buy. So it's gonna be good.
Got it, man.
All right.
Well, I am ready. I'm ready to go home.
All right.
All right.
All right, son.
We'll see you guys later.